Okay, now I will show how to fulfill that particular assignment what I have given in the last class. So the assignment was, do you remember it? Just a minute, I will open it. Okay, this is the task what we have given in the last class, right? So here, what are the values that you are collecting from the user? We have to create the properties for them. What are the values that you are displaying to user? For that also we have to display, we have to create the properties. For the button click, we have to create the methods. Means how many, just check it. First, this value you are collecting from the user, right? So we have to create a property for this. Any property name we can provide, for example, name. Next, for this text box, we have to give some other property name, for example, is. Plus, for this OK button, we have to create a method. On OK click method. And notice here, this value is dynamically coming, right? So for this particular value, I mean, for this particular Scott, we have to create a separate property. For example, name 2. Okay, we are giving name for the, accepting the input value. We are giving name 2 for displaying the output value. And this apostrophe s is that is a fixed constant. Okay, this 20 is nothing but output value that you are displaying to user. So for this, we have to give another property name that is age2. Okay, age means we are accepting from text box, that is input value, age2 for output value, which is appear here. And this text years is a constant. For the constant text, we need not create any property. Only for the values that is coming dynamically, we have to give the property. We have to create the properties. For the constant text, we need not create any properties. Okay, all of you able to understand these properties and methods? Check it. Is it clear? Okay, right. Now how to create these properties? I mean, let me show the example for this. So we have to select the open folder. Observe carefully. File menu, open folder. We have to go to the location C:\Angular 8 PM. Which folder we have to choose? App4. I mean, in the command prompt window, what is the command name we have given? App4, right? Ng new app4. Okay, that folder we have to choose here. App4 folder we have to open. And already we have given ng serve command at the location of app4. So we are getting some files in green color. That means these files are ready. Just we have to give localhost 4200 in the browser. Okay, meanwhile we have to open which file? app.module.ts, app.component.ts, app.component.html. Okay, these are the three things that you should have. Okay, these are the three things: app.module.ts, app.component.ts, app.component.html. Three files we should have. And basically, what is this module? What is this imports, declarations, providers, bootstrap? Okay, browser module. Okay, each and everything I will explain one by one. Even this upper part, everything I will explain one by one. Don't much confuse. So presently try to concentrate practically. Here in the app module, very commonly we should write one thing. What is the statement we should add? Here. Tell me the code. What statement should be here? Type in chat panel. Nobody is able to remember. Yes. Import forms module from which package? Angular/forms package. Okay, what is this Angular/forms and how it works? Everything I will tell later. Okay, just try to follow it blindly right now. So after importing the forms module, we have to write browser module comma that name comma we have to add, then forms module we have to add. So in the output there is no difference, but this forms module must be imported in order to work with the ng model. For the text boxes we are giving ng model, right? Here for the text box for the binding we have to give ng model. So that's the reason we must add the forms module, otherwise ng model will not work. If you don't add the forms module, you will get errors near the ng model. That's why we have to add this compulsory in every example. But in case if you are not using the text boxes at all, then this forms module is not required, because if the text box is not there, ng model is not required. If the ng model is not there, forms module is not required. Okay, so now in the component, as per the example, how many properties we assume? Name is to name. Name to. Name is string data type, age is number data type, name to is string data type, age to is a number data type. And how many methods we require? On OK click. So just based on the requirement, we can plan in anything as per understanding. See, if you have a text boxes or any input value that you are accepting from the user, for any output value that you are providing as output to user, for each of the individual value, we have to create the respective properties. If you have button, otherwise any kind of events like click event, double click event, focus event, blur event, different events available in JavaScript, right? If you want to use the events, we have to use the methods like this on OK click. So when the user clicks on this OK, we have to copy the value from name to into name, from name to into name to, reading the value from name, assigning the same into name to. Meaning is what? Okay, name to is equal to name to is equal to name. What is the meaning of that statement? Try to understand. Reading the value from which one to which one? Name into name to or name to into name? Reading the value from which one? Okay, name means this one will be copied into name to. Suppose already we have given Scott in the text box. Name value is what? Scott. Same Scott will be copied into name to. And this Scott will be automatically appear here. In that way, the text box value will come here. Now directly, text box is not sharing the value to this output. Text box value automatically will be updated into name property through ng model. And we are copying the value from name into name to manually through the coding. And this name to value automatically displayed here in this place through the double curly braces. In that way, the overall the text box value is coming in this place. Same way age also will come. Got it. So What is the next statement you can guess? Is to equal to is. I mean this dot compulsory. Now check it. Okay, we have to edit the code in the HTML file also. In the app.component.html, I am deleting this code. Remember, for one component, only one HTML file is there. In case if you create multiple components, multiple HTML files will be there. I will tell that later, how to create multiple components, how to manage the data from one component to other component. Advanced topics I will tell later. So presently we have a form. First we have a name. We have to give the square brackets with round brackets, outer level square brackets with inner level round brackets. In this fixed name ng model, ng small m caps. Here we have to give exact property name to which this text box should bind. Means we have created the text box. This text box is binded to which property? Name property, right? So we have to give name. That means, hey Angular, go and check the component. There is a property called name. Check it. We are talking to component saying that, hey, we are talking to Angular saying that, hey Angular, there is a property called name in my component. Okay, bind this text box to this particular name property. Now it will bind, means connect between the text box and the name property. At any point of time when the user has modified the text box value, automatically this name, the text box value gets updated in the name property. Automatically, it's a responsibility of the Angular. Suppose user has typed, for example, Harsha. The moment once we type Harsha, automatically this latest value Harsha of the text box will be updated into name. First, user will be entering the value in the text box only, but immediately, very immediately, the value gets updated in the name property, up to date always. We need not click on any button, we need not press the tab key or else anything. Automatically, upon typing, the text box value gets updated in the name property almost immediately. So now, same like this, we have to give name. Is next, there is a button. When the user clicks on this button, what method you want to call? Here event. Which event? Click event. Means when the user clicks on the button, we are going to call a method. But in this place, we can use any JavaScript event. JavaScript events, click event, DVL click, focus, blur, change. Okay, different events. What are the JavaScript events you already know? All those events will as it is work in this place. For example, if you are using mouse over, when you place the mouse pointer on the button, the function will be called. Like that, depending on the requirement, we can use other events also. Important events are click, key up, change. These are the most commonly used events. Click, change, and key up. Okay, click, key up, change. These are the most frequently used events. So here, what is the name of the method? On OK click. Means when the user clicks on this button, we are going to call which method? On OK click method, this one. In this case, what's happening? We are getting the value from name into name2, which indirectly means reading the value from this one to this one. There is no direct assignment like this directly. Text box value updating in the name property first. We are copying the value from name2 by using the statement, and this name2 value automatically appears here. Okay. After updating the value, this latest value should be displayed here, right? I mean below the button. So we have to add output should be name2. Output should be name or name2. Name2 only. Check it. Name2, this one. To display the output, what is the braces required? Double curly braces required. Each and every brackets is having its own meaning. So we have to use double curly braces to display the output. For the events like click event, double click event, and for any other events, round brackets. For the ng model, we have to use both round brackets and square brackets. Okay, name 2, apostrophe s is this is constant. This will be typed as it is in the output. Okay, only the double curly braces, this will be processed by the Angular. In this place, actual value of name 2 will come. Okay, this will be as it is constant. And here age2 should be appear. That's all. So this will be dynamically displayed. This also will be dynamically displayed. Dynamically means only when you assign the value here. Okay, so overall what happens? We are typing name is okay. Okay, before that we are getting errors actually. It is saying error in the console. If ng model is used within a form tag, either name attribute must be there, it is saying. So whenever we are using ng model inside a form, we have to use name attribute compulsory. The name can be anything. We are not calling the element based on the name, but just for internal usage purpose, name will be useful. We are not calling the name with any, we are not calling the element with its name. Okay, name is dummy from our point of view. Name is important for the system point of view. Internally, it will call the element based on the name. So I'm just typing some name here. Click on OK. So now it is displaying the Smith's age is 24. Allen 30. So here just check it. We have typed Allen in the text box. Automatically Allen will be updated in which property? Name property, right? So name property value is what? Allen. But still name 2 property is old value, that is Smith. What is the latest value of age? 30. But what is the latest value of age to? Old value only, 24. Okay. After click on OK, then we are copying the value from name into name 2. Whatever we have assigned in the name 2, that will be appear here. Whatever we have assigned in the age 2, that will be appear here. How the system know that there only exactly it should be appear? Because of this one. Because of the double curly braces, it is displaying the output. So in order to work with the events like click event, double click event, etc., round brackets. For the text boxes, for the data binding, we have to give square brackets inside it, round brackets with ng model. To display the output value, we have to give double curly braces. Okay, this is the meaning of the brackets or braces, whatever. Okay, this is the solution for the previous task. Okay, similarly, let's prepare a simple login form. Simple login form means obviously username and password. Okay, we have a login form that is username and password. So correct username is, for example, admin. Okay, for accepting multiple names, we have to store arrays, Deepak. So assume correct password is manager. Okay, so if we have entered username admin and password equal manager, then we are going to display. Have we told this example earlier? Login example? Okay, already told. Okay, then we'll do one thing. Okay, we'll convert this example as a registration form. Okay, registration form example. So in the registration, we will have separate different fields. For example, confirm password, mobile, plus not only text boxes. Suppose I require a checkbox. User can check the checkbox or uncheck the checkbox. Receive newsletters. And also we require a radio button, gender, male or female. Also we require country. I mean drop down list. Okay, different fields we have used, text boxes, checkbox, radio button, drop down list, etc. Some register button. Then it has to display the same names. Username, password, same thing. Same thing it has to display in the output. But not as a text boxes. As a direct string value we have to show. Here some name should come, whatever we have entered above, that name should come. In the real-time applications, we have to store this data into database, but we are not going to use any databases here because we are in the very basic level. Don't ask me any advanced related topics today. We are in the basics. Okay, that's all. So how do we display this data? Let's try to understand. But remember, in real time, nobody will tell that, okay, create these many properties, create these many methods. Nobody will tell. You have to understand the requirement yourself. Here, how many properties we have to create? Count it: username, password, confirm password, mobile, receive newsletters, gender, country. How many? 8. Okay, 8 properties. Plus, you want to create the 8 or 1 second. After mobile, receive newsletters. Okay. So 8 properties we are accepting for input, 8 properties for displaying output. Plus for registered button, 1 method. How many properties you require? 8 plus 8 is 16 properties with 1 button. Okay. Now let's try to create a new project. So make sure we are in the location of Angular 8 PM. We have to give ng new app5. Okay, we are given the app5 is the application name. Remember this. And we are given the command at Angular 8 PM. This location is very important. Check it carefully. So app5 is going to be creating. So first we have to close this existing application, right? How to close? Go to file menu, close folder. Okay, the existing application closed. Okay, it will be like a fresh window. Now in this, we have to go to file menu, open folder. See in background, the packages are installing. No need to wait for this. Let it be go ahead. Meanwhile, we have to minimize this and we have to create the coding. So app5, select folder. Okay. Now we can start coding. But only the point is, after completion of this packages installation only, we can give ng-serve command to execute. Okay, these packages must be installed, then only we can execute this. Okay, meanwhile, we can write the code, no problem. Let it take 5 minutes or 10 minutes. In the fastest net connection, also it is taking minimum 5 to 10 minutes of time. Okay. So what files are required to open app.module.ts, app.component.ts, app.component.html. In app.module.ts, we have to add import forms module from Angular/forms package. We have to add it here. That's all. And then go to the coding. Ignore these errors, whatever. Still the package is not installed, right? That's why it is showing error here. Okay, don't worry about all those things. Next, coming to app.component. Delete this title. As per the requirement, create the properties. That is, okay, username, password, confirm password, mobile, receive newsletters, gender, country. 8 properties completed. Now we are going to create 8 more properties. Username to password to, like this. These are for displaying purpose. Okay, like this we have to create the properties whichever you want to display it output to the user. For the input properties, for the output we have to create the properties. For the input we have to create the properties. For output also we have to create properties. Next method, on register click. This one, registered button. Here we have to copy the value from username to username to. Copying the value from username into username to. That means whatever we have accepted, we are copying from whatever we have accepted as input, the same we are going to assign into output. Okay, that is visible to user. Same way remaining. Mobile number also string notice. Mobile number is not a number, it is a string. Suppose car number is not a number, it is a string. Okay. So once we have completed all these things, anything missing? Username, password, confirm password, mobile, receive newsletters, gender, country. That's all right. Anything missing here? Three, four, five, six, seven. Totally 8 properties, right? No, 7 only. 7 properties. No, 8. Confusion. Username, password, confirm password. Okay. Mobile, receive newsletters. Okay, gender, country. 7 only, 7. 7 into 7, totally 14 properties, not 8. Okay, 7 into 7. Okay, right. So, so totally how many properties we have created? 7 into 7, 14 properties we have created with one method. That's all. Now we have to write the code in the HTML file. Delete all the existing code, whatever we are getting. So keep heading, for example, registration form, ng model is equal to which one? Username. That means when the user has modified the text box value, automatically updated in which property? Username property. Name also required, right? Name. We are not using that name anywhere, but internally will be used. Okay, what else? Password, confirm password, mobile, receive newsletters checkbox, gender, country. Okay, so here registered button. Amit, don't ask me any questions while the class is going on. I will let you know. Okay, please wait. Okay, password, confirm password, mobile, receive newsletters. Okay, our responsibilities. This name, whatever you are giving in the NG model, must be same as the property name what you are given here. Okay. Next name is this one, and gender. Radio button is required. Name also required. Property name is gender. Okay, understand these property what you are giving in the NG model. Okay, must be same as what is the property we have given here. Okay, that is our responsibility. We have to check. Next, country means select tag is required. Drop down list. Okay, some list of country names. This is mobile number. Okay, that's all. For the please select, value should be empty. That means please select means no country name. And when the user clicks on this register button, we are going to call which method on registered click. We have to check whether this method name is matching with this name or not. Okay, as it is, should match. Then we have to display this username to all these things. First, we have to display the text like username as it is. It's a fixed text. Then dynamically here in this place, actual username should come. Don't think like this one should be same. This is only like a constant text. It will be appear as it is. But in this place, the actual value of username too will come. Okay, same like this remaining. Okay, that's all. Now let's execute this. So very clearly remember, in order to execute this, compulsory we have to give cd. What is the application name we have created? App5, right? App5. Okay, then only we have to give ng serve. It will take around 1 or 2 minutes to open the server. Meanwhile, we have to refresh this page. After the server is ready, we have to refresh the page. Okay, then we have to refresh. Then check it. So we are typing some values in the text boxes, Scott or something. Scott 123. Okay, before that, type should be password. When you modify the file and save it, automatically page will refresh. Okay, now Scott 123, Scott 123, mobile number something, receive newsletters, male, female, something is wrong. Okay, we have to provide value equal to male, value equal to female. Okay, we have to provide value. Okay, we are selecting India, register. Now we can see the same values, whatever we have entered above, check it. Clear? So this is the way how to implement this application. Okay, so check it. Any doubts in this?